evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can you imagine waking up every day knowing you'll have to sleep again in that cardboard box or under a tunnel? Well, this is a reality for many homeless Americans in the United States. It's hard to believe, but homelessness has been around for many years. It's been documented in the United States since the 1640s. According to endhomelessness.org, on January 2015, about 564,708 people were living homeless. Homelessness is a big problem, and we need to find solutions that will work. There is no reason that in 2016 anyone should be starving or without a home. Who are the homeless in America? Of the 564,000 homeless counted in 2015, 206,286 were families, 358,422 were individuals. About 8% of them were veterans of that homeless population. The problem with these numbers are that they're just an estimate, and the real number can be even greater than that. American cities conduct a federally mandated point-in-time survey every 2 years that accounts for residents living without a shelter on that given night. According to economist.com, the number is critical because it helps the Department of Housing and Urban Development fund cities and design programs to help homelessness. Another indicator that the numbers aren't accurate is that the number of children who do not have an address, according to the City Trends Data Bank, at the start of 2013 school year was about 1.4 million. How can government-funded departments help solve an issue when they are not accurately informed of the circumstances of many Americans? We cannot have our women, children, veterans, mentally ill on the streets like this. It could be any one of us. Many people will say, well, then why don't they just go out and get a job like the rest of us? Unfortunately for the homeless, it's not that easy. According to National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty, the leading cause of homelessness is insufficient funds and the lack of affordable living. In the case that these individuals are able to afford housing, half of their incomes is left over in order to provide for their survival needs like food, water, medicine. The major issue is that the lack of affordable housing because many jobs don't pay enough for the average to pay rent and live. The second major reason is unemployment. Many of these people just don't have the resources to find and maintain a job, or they lost their job and thus they are homeless. The third leading cause of homelessness is mental illness. The reason for the most part is beyond their control. Unfortunately, if housing is not affordable, even to those who work a 9 to 5, it's almost impossible to expect them to survive. They should have better support so that they can learn to live within our society and develop relationships, and in turn be able to get jobs and live how it's intended. The question now is, what can we do and how will we improve the lives of those living in poverty? As one of the strongest nations, we should not have these circumstances. Shelters seem to be a good starting point, but with these conditions, shelters usually are not the best situation for homeless. They tend to avoid them due to thefts. They get beaten, burglarized. So what we need to do is, rather than provide them more shelters, we need to provide them somewhere where they can call home. Utah has been able to decrease their homeless population by about 72% due to a program called Housing First, which studies have found to be more effective than shelters. The homeless are first settled into a home and aren't required to get sober or find a job. The focus is really making sure they are rehabilitated into a normal living style so that they can get established and eventually help them stay motivated to avoid those same circumstances in the future. The services are available, such as drug and alcohol treatment, and assigned social worker, and even job training, all of which many people do choose to take full advantage of. But we need to come together as a society and implement these programs all over the country. If one state has had so much success, why aren't we trying to put this program into major poverty states like Florida and California? 85% of the homeless will get back on their feet, but what about the 15% who are chronically homeless? It may cost a few thousand each month per individual, but currently these homeless are filling up shelters, emergency rooms, jails. This costs the government about $30,000 to $50,000 per year, which in the end is a higher cost if they would just provide these homes for the homeless. To me, it is clear that as a country we have a social issue of homelessness. There are many things we can do to improve the living situations of these individuals. These issues can hurt or improve the economic situation of the U.S. If more of these homeless are working, they are paying taxes, and we are paying for less shelters and resources we currently provide. It makes all the sense to stop homelessness. No one should wake up thinking, where am I going to sleep? Or worry that someone may steal your cardboard box. Many of us don't have to consider these things, but financial crises can happen to any one of us. Let's together end homelessness.